reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India, and now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic, number one on TV, now coming to digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic TV number one on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic number one on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been number one for the last 6 years, and in these 6 years you've loved us, you've supported us, you've stood by us, and we at Republic have broken the biggest news stories. We've set the nation's news agenda, and now we are ready for the big disruption on digital. Yes, so that you don't miss a moment of what's going on in the country and around the world. Republic on digital this July. Republic is number one on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic TV has been number one on television for the past 6 years. We broke the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. We disrupted broadcast news television in India, and now we are all set to go digital. Republic on digital this July.
For the last 6 years, Republic TV has been the number one channel on TV. On television, day after day, night after night, you, the viewer, have been coming back to us for our investigative reports, our reportage from different parts of the country and the world, our opinions on TV that make us number one. And through our struggles, on duty Jawan pleads alleges wife stripped and beaten up. BJP questions DMK over inaction. Indian mission ensures release of empty heroic Idun crew which was detained since 2022 in Nigeria. Girls in blue make India proud, defeat four-time champion South Korea to bag junior women's Asia Cup hockey title.
देश की राजनीति, प्रदेश की राजनीति स्वच्छ राजनीति हो, इसमें भ्रष्ट लोग और भ्रष्टाचार की कोई जगह ना हो.
Sachin Pilot continues unrelenting attack, questions Ashok Gehlot on corruption in mega Dausa rally. Yet another Khalistani provocation in Australia, peaceful car rally organized by Indians attacked. No end to atrocities against Indians in Pakistan. 13 Hindus attacked in Sindh were holding satsang. It would be our focus for the debate in the evening. Good evening and welcome this Sunday evening 6 p.m. on this edition of This Is Exclusive. And we are going to focus on a couple of stories. The first up, it's Australia and another clash happening with the Khalistanis attacking a rally being carried out by other Indians. This is a clear case of Khalistanis really getting active down under. And they were on a rampage. A car rally organized by the Indian community was attacked by them despite some police presence. Watch how swords were wielded by masked Khalistani supporters during the peaceful rally. This happened in the town, small town Griffith in Australia. This is not Sydney, where the Khalistanis failed to hold a referendum, and in fact, having failed to do that, now it seems some sections within the Khalistanis venting out their frustration with this. In fact, I'm told we are going to be joined by Mr Patel from Griffith. He was part of the rally. It's a major regional city in the Murrumbidgee irrigation area and is located in the northwestern part of New South Wales province of Australia. It's also called the Food Bowl of Australia, and we have Mr Patel joining us live. Mr Patel, if you can tell us what exactly happened, what kind of car rally was being organized? I believe you were part of the rally. And what was the provocation which led to these elements, the so-called Khalistanis, coming out and attacking the car rally?
Actually, the games has held in since 2 days, and there is like from the city council about the last year incidents, and they asking us that will not happening again. But this year, this is happening. They put the anti-Indian banners and the Khalistani flags over there. We went to the police station and then asked them and the police says that they are doing the peaceful protest. So we asking the permission for getting a rally peaceful against them, and then they says no, we're not giving the permissions to get the rally. And early in the morning, 9 o'clock, we get to the police station and we give them written notes about our rally. And we started our rally from the police station. When we are on our routes, and last 4 or 5 cars, they stop the cars. Police is over there. They don't stop. The police don't stop them. They attacking the rally. They broken the glasses and they try to knock with the sharp weapons in their hands. So we are really very fearful. Police ask to put all the flags inside the car and peacefully goes from there, leave that sides. We do what the police ask us to do, and we go to the police station and ask them what happened on the side. There is 2 cars of police, 10 police over there. Yes. Yes.
No, you're saying this happened in police presence. If you can tell us how many of these Khalistanis were there, and if they were carrying those sharp-edged weapons, swords, for example, did the police intervene? If not, did they take pictures? And have you been able to file a complaint?
Yeah, actually, we don't have any videos about that because we are driving the car. While driving the car, we can't carry any videos. We can't taking any photos over there. Police need the evidence, like who are attacking on us. They need the description, but it's a large amount of people over there. About like 5,000, more than 5,000 peoples come across all the countries from Australia, like Melbourne, Sydney, and other cities as well. So it's very hard to find out who is attacking on us, because they are coming from the outside of our Griffith regionals. We're living here peacefully with the Punjabi guys for many years, and we supporting the Punjabi games as well. But since last 2 years, this is happening every year, and this is very unfortunately for all of us Indians.
You're saying this has happened only in the last 2 years. Why do you think this is happening if you have been living in Australia for a few years? Why only in the last 2 years you are seeing Khalistani activism? What has led to this situation? Have they come from outside Australia, or you think there could be some other nefarious designs by which radicalization of the Punjabi community has happened, or the Sikh community has happened there? Have they come from outside, or are they Australians?
Now, they are living in the Australia, but I think some of the donations come from the outside of Australia to give these unauthorized activities over there. And yeah, I can see this is not good for peacefully living Australians. So This is not good at all. I don't like these things happening
This is
again
not
and
good,
again.
but is the police investigating? Have you been able to file a complaint? Is the police investigating?
Police is trying his best, but we still we going to police stations 11 o'clock, and it's 10:30 right now, but we didn't get the FRI numbers yet, because police told us like we have to put all the information in the systems, and then they can give approach. Probably next day we will get approached by police, and then hopefully we will get the FRI numbers. So still we don't get any FRI numbers from the police.
All right. I hope there is no law and order situation that when the incident happened, it immediately ended. You said there was police presence. These people carried out this attack or violence, indulge in vandalism, hooliganism. But then now it's peaceful. And are these people around? Do you identify them? Could you understand they've come from where? If they are not from Griffith, are they from Sydney? Are they from Melbourne? Could you get some sense of where they must be coming from?
Yeah, most of cars coming from the Victoria, I think they are from the Melbourne. They got the Khalistani flags inside the car as well, and they're freely moving all around the Griffith, but I don't know why the police not stopping them. That's not good. You know what I mean to say.
Okay, but I believe the administration is generally very cooperative and sensitive about the Khalistani issue vis-a-vis India. I believe on the 4th of June they wanted to hold a referendum in Sydney and they couldn't hold it there. They did not have any place to organize the event, and they were running from one place to another to find a parking spot. So I think the administration by and large is sensitive, has been sensitized, and they are not indulging with the Khalistanis anymore. Can you say that, Mr. Patel?
No, that's a false news. They got the private place to holding the referendums. They hold the referendums, and that's a private place.
In a private place, not in a government place. The government did not help them.
No. Government did not help them, and nowadays, we got the many calls from the Sydney and Melbourne to support us, and they're asking us like, if you need any supports, we can give the supports to you guys. So don't worry about that. So, but still, they come from the other state into Griffith now, and all the sharp weapons, everything's with them. And police, in the police prison, they attacked on them. Police is just doing nothing, just they seen, and they ask us to leave the place right now. They took out the Indian flags, Australian flags, put it in the car and says, guys, you can leave the place, don't do anything. So there is a mixed review.
Thank you so much. I hope there are no safety concerns around you. You are safe and secure. My last question to you.
Yes. Now, we in the Griffith, we have the many Sikh communities, right? But they are all peacefully living together, but they comes from the outside of the Griffith, and they're doing these illegal activities. So they try to disturb our peaceful environment.
Okay. Thank you so much. The larger relationship between between Sikhs and rest of the Indian community remains peaceful and calm and cooperative and friendly. Just some Khalistani elements, some extremists who are trying to disturb communal peace in Australia. Hopefully, the Australian administration would remain in the grips of the situation there. Thank you so much for joining us from Griffith there, Mr. Patel. And moving on, the next one, important story that we have been tracking. We in fact have tracked this for months when the crisis was panning out with the Indians in custody of Nigerian authorities. Some say they were picked up from the high seas and now they are back home after intense diplomacy carried out by the Indian side. That's some great news coming in. The relentless efforts of the Indian mission there in Nigeria, in Niger, has ensured the return of 16 Indian nationals who were part of the MT Heroic Idun, the merchant vessel that was captured along with the crew in August of 2022 was a long, arduous legal fight assisted by the Indian government, both the Home Ministry and the Ministry of External Affairs, after which the crew has returned to India. The crew had been there, as I said, in detention since August of 2022. They were in fact taken into custody from the high seas of Equatorial Guinea and subsequently given over to Nigeria. The charge was that they were indulging in oil theft and various other crimes and falsely accused by the Nigerian Navy of piracy as well. Let's look at this story and the package with sound bites, and then I come back with live of one of the crew members.
Detained on foreign soil and waters for almost 10 months, the crew of MT Heroic Idun is finally back on home soil.
I'm with my children now, and I'm unable to express how this I feel, because there was a lot of uncertainty we had what is going to happen to our lives. This was like told to us that our lives will be ending in Nigeria. This time to thank everybody from Government of India, Government of Kerala, and all seafarers who from day and night they were supporting us and our families.
The crew acknowledges the tremendous effort undertaken.
The Government of India also make a tremendous effort in this case, and they did a great job for releasing us. Especially I should thank Mr. Balasubramaniam, the High Commissioner of Federal Government of Nigeria to India.
It has not been an easy journey.
We were arrested by Equatorial Guinea warship on an announcement by Nigeria from international waters on 12th of August and brought to Equatorial Guinea on 14th of August. Since then till now we have been kept as detained in Equatorial Guinea. 15 of the crew members were taken ashore on 14th of August when the vessel arrived at Equatorial Guinea, and 11 crew members were left on board. We have been repeatedly investigated by Equatorial Guinea authorities and Nigerian naval authorities also in Equatorial Guinea. Although no harassment was done to us, living conditions were reasonable, various people suffered from diseases.
It all started when the Nigerian Navy said the vessel, motor tanker Heroic Idun, resisted arrest by NNS Gongola, and that's when Equatorial Guinea was put to action.
They could not find anything. They could not find a drop of oil from our ship, and they were cleared. And we were like 11 people on board the ship. Like last 3 months, we were suffering with the fatigue. We had to share all the work. It is a very big ship, and then we have been going through a very big difficulties here.
Indian crew members who had appealed for help can now heave a sigh of relief.
We have been suffered with diseases like malaria, typhoid, and I myself tested 2 times. Captain also tested 2 times malaria. And please, authorities, please help us in this scenario to overcome this. Please help us and please save us.
Indian mission officials remained in regulated touch with the crew and also undertook consular access on numerous occasions. It's a victory for Indian diplomacy and vindication for the crew. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, some happy faces after 10 months of a struggle between Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria. These sailors were captured on the high seas, in fact, and accused of piracy and oil theft, among other things, following which they were incarcerated first in Equatorial Guinea for almost a month and a half, then to Nigeria. It took some deft diplomacy by the Indian government with both the Ministry of External Affairs insofar as the mission in Niger is concerned, and then Home Ministry back home in terms of documentation. And in fact, I remember that Nigerian Home Minister was visiting India sometime in the month of December, and then he met Union Home Minister Amit Shah. And that's where some breaking of ice happened and things started moving in a manner that legal defense of these sailors in Nigeria was strengthened. Subsequently, we saw them getting released by the courts, and now they are back home, all 16 of them. There were 26 in all, crew members of MT Heroic Idun, and of which 16 were Indian nationals. All of them are back home from Kerala down south to Himachal Pradesh up north and across the country. And we saw in the pictures and the sound bites the kind of relief that were facing. We were trying to connect with one of those sailors, Vijit from Kerala, but then it seems there's some connectivity issue. I take a short break on that note, but we come back with this story.
अच्छा मैम, पैरालंपिक्स के बारे में बताइए आप।
पैरालंपिक्स की जर्नी ऐसे स्टार्ट हुई 2010 में जब मैं कॉमनवेल्थ खेली तो मुझे पता लगा कि मेरी तो वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग है, मैं तो बहुत अच्छा खेलती हूँ। एंड 2010 आई वाज आल्सो जॉइन्ड बाय माय डॉटर एज माय अटेंडेंट। शी आल्सो गॉट इंस्पायर्ड टू पार्टिसिपेट इन स्पोर्ट्स। आज हम मदर डॉटर एक ही जोड़ी हैं पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो इकट्ठे डिसेबिलिटी स्पोर्ट्स में खेलती हैं और खेली हैं और देश के लिए मेडल भी लाई।
The Amity Law School, ranked among the top 10 in India, educates some of the most brilliant students who get recruited by top law firms and go for higher studies to leading universities like Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge and UCL. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Republic TV has been #1 for the last 6 years. We've reported some of the biggest stories that matter. We have changed the face of Indian television journalism, and now we are about to do the same on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on television, now soon on digital this July. For 6 years, you've trusted Republic TV with breaking news, views and debates. For the very first time, we're bringing #1 news brand on digital. Stay tuned for Republic Digital this July. Republic TV, #1 on television, soon on digital this July.
Republic TV, #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We have broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. Republic has disrupted the broadcast news industry, and now Republic comes on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We've broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India, and now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic #1 on TV, now coming to digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic TV #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the last 6 years, and in these 6 years you've loved us, you've supported us, you've stood by us, and we at Republic have broken the biggest news stories. We've set the nation's news agenda, and now we are ready for the big disruption on digital. Yes, so that you don't miss a moment of what's going on in the country and around the world. Republic on digital this July. Republic is #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic TV has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We broke the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. We disrupted broadcast news television in India, and now we are all set to go digital. Republic on digital this July.
For the last 6 years, Republic TV has been the #1 channel on TV. On television, day after day, night after night, you, the viewer, have been coming back to us for our investigative reports, our reportage from different parts of the country and the world, our opinions on TV.
Another top story that we are following at Republic right now. A soldier makes an appeal from Kashmir, alleges that his wife was stripped half nude and beaten up in Tamil Nadu by over 100 people while he was on duty. He further alleges inaction by the police. Let's listen into what the soldier says and then we'll go live to Chetan.
என் பேர் ஹவல்தார் பிரபாகரன். நான் காஷ்மீரில் வேலை செய்கிறேன் ஐயா. நான் திருவண்ணாமலை டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் போலூர் தாலுகா படவேடு கிராமம் ஐயா. அதாவது எதுக்காக இந்த பதிவுனாக்கா ஐயா, இன்னைக்கு 10/6/2023 இன்னைக்கு 120 பேர் சேர்ந்துன்னு 120 பேருக்கு மேலே எல்லாம் எங்கள் மனைவி கடை வச்சுருக்காங்க. அதாவது எங்கன்னாக்கா ஐயா, திருவண்ணாமலை மாவட்டம் படவேடு கிராமம் ஐயா. படவேடு கிராமத்தை ரேணும்பா கோயிலாண்ட ஐயா. அந்த இடம் அறநிலைத்துறைக்கு சொந்தமானது ஐயா. அதை அடித்து நொறுக்கி என் மனைவியெல்லாம் அடித்து காதல மூக்கில் எல்லாம் ரத்தம் இப்போ அட்மிட் ஆகிருக்காங்க ஐயா. என்ன ஆச்சு ஏதாச்சுன்னே தெரியல. எல்லாரையும் அடிச்சிட்டாங்க. எந்த ஒரு பாதுகாப்புமே இல்லை. அதனால் ஐயா, இது பெட்டிஷன் நான் எஸ்பி ஐயா அவருக்கு பர்சனலாக பேசினாங்க. எங்கள் அதிகாரி பேசும்போது அவங்க பெட்டிஷன் எழுதி அனுப்புங்க, நான் கண்டிப்பாக நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. நான் அதன்படி இதோ எழுதியிருக்கேன் ஐயா, எழுதியிருக்கேன். அவருக்கும் அனுப்பியிருக்கேன் ஐயா. எஸ்பி அவர்கள் திருவண்ணாமலை மாவட்டம் கார்த்திகேயன் ஐயா அவர்கள் நான் கண்டிப்பாக நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. லோக்கல் போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷனில் போய் சொன்னோம் ஐயா. எந்த ஒரு நடவடிக்கையும் எடுக்கலை. எல்லாரும் போகிற இடம்லாம் அடிக்கிறாங்களாம். ஐயா, எப்படியாச்சும் காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா. டிஜிபி ஐயா அவர்களை இது எப்படியாச்சும் காப்பாற்றி என்னை காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா. மேலும் அடிக்கிறாங்க. டெய்லியும் பிரச்சனை. கத்தி எத்தனை வெட்ட வராங்க. ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியல ஐயா. காப்பாற்றுங்க. இதை பாருங்க ஐயா, இந்த இடத்துல தான் நாங்கள் வேலை செய்கிறோம் ஐயா. இந்த இடத்துல தான் வேலை செய்கிறோம். இந்த தான் ஐயா, காப்பாற்றுங்க. அரை நிர்வாணமாக்கி என் பொண்டாட்டி அடிச்சிருக்காங்க ஐயா. அரை நிர்வாணமாக்கி அடிச்சிருக்காங்க. இது எந்த உலகத்தில் நியாயம் பாருங்க ஐயா. காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா. ஐயா, காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா, காப்பாற்றுங்க. நான் கேள்வி கேட்கக்கூடாது. ராணுவ வீரனா இருந்தாலும் கேட்குறேன். வேற வழி இல்லை ஐயா. காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா, காப்பாற்றுங்க ஐயா.
Alright, after this appeal went viral, we in fact approached the wife of a soldier in Tamil Nadu. Varshini spoke to her. Let's listen.
With us, the wife of the Jawan Kirti, and let us ask her what really happened. நேத்து இந்த இஷ்யூ உங்க கடையில் நடக்கும்போது என்ன நடந்துச்சுன்னு?
வழக்கம் போல் கடை திறந்து கடை க்ளீன் பண்ணி பூஜை பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். ஒரு 40-50க்கு மேலே இருக்கும் மேம். ஆளுங்க எல்லோரும் வந்தாங்க. திடீர்னு கடையில் நோய்ஞ்சு கேமரா எல்லாம் பூச்சி இழுத்து அறுத்துட்டு கடையில் இந்த பொருள் மொத்தமே பிச்சு போட்டுட்டு வழியில் எல்லாம் முடிச்சு போட்டு, நான் ஏன் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணுறீங்க, என் குடுமி பூச்சி இழுத்து என் அடி வயத்தில் வச்சு ஒரு பழுப்பு வந்துச்சு. அதை அடிச்சு என் மார்பத்து மேலே வச்சு என் துணியெல்லாம் பிச்சு என் தாலி செயின்லாம் அறுத்து எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. என் படுக்க வச்சு என் கை மேலே இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு கால் இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு கால் வச்சு என்ன தப்பெல்லாம் நடந்துக்க பார்த்தாங்க மேம். நான் தப்பிச்சு வந்ததே பெரிய விஷயமாச்சு மேம். யாருமே அதை கேட்க வரல. கேட்க வந்த 1-2 பேரையும் எங்கள் ஊரில் இருக்கிற அருவிசேகர் ஒன்றியம் சொல்லியிருக்கான். அவன் யாரையுமே சப்போர்ட் பண்ண வேணாம் சொல்லிட்டாங்க மேம். வந்தவங்க கூட போயிட்டாங்க, எல்லாமே வேடிக்கை பார்த்தாங்க மேம். மொத்த பேர் அடித்து மண்டக்குன்னு எல்லாரையும் வச்சுட்டு என் அண்ணனுக்கு என்னை காப்பாற்ற வந்தானுங்க. அவனுங்களை அடித்து இழுத்து பண்ணானுங்க, கழுத்தில் கத்தி வச்சு அவனுங்களை என்ன பண்ணானுங்களே தெரியல. இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க நியூஸில், எங்கள் அண்ணன் குத்திட்டான் ராமுன்றவன சொல்கிறாங்க. இல்லை மேம், எங்கள் அண்ணனுக்கு என்ன தான் காப்பாற்றாங்க, அவனுக்கு தான் கத்தி இங்கே கழுத்தில் வச்சு இழுத்துட்டு போனானுங்க. இப்போ எங்கள் அண்ணன் குத்திட்டான்றானுங்க மேம். என்ன அவ்வளோ அசிங்கப்படுத்துகிறாங்க மேம். நான் சொல்கிறதெல்லாம் பொய்ன்றாங்க மேம். நைட்டு ஒரு 11:30 மணிக்கு இருக்கு மேம், சந்தோஷ ஸ்டேஷன்லேருந்து போலீஸ்காரங்க வந்தாங்க. நான் சொன்ன ரிப்போர்ட்டெல்லாம் அவர் வேறு மாதிரியே எடுத்துகிட்டு போனார் மேம். அவர் போய் நான் சொல்கிறது மொத்தமே பொய்ன்றாங்க மேம். எல்லாருமே அவங்களுக்கு சாதகமாக பேசுகிறாங்க மேம். எங்களுக்காக பேசுறதுக்கு யாருமே இல்லை மேம். மொத்தம் ஒரே கம்யூனிட்டி மேம், எங்களுக்குன்னு வேறு யாருமே இல்லை மேம். இந்த மாதிரிலாம் பண்ணுறாங்க.
சரி, இப்போ போலீஸ் சைட்லேருந்து என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, அவங்க இன்வெஸ்டிகேஷன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறப்போ சில விஷயங்கள் மிகைப்படுத்தி பேசப்படுது, அப்படி நடக்கலை அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. அப்போ உங்கள் கூட யார் உங்கள் ஃபேமிலியில் இருந்தால் உங்களை அடித்தது யாருன்னு உங்களுக்கு ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியும்?
பால்காரன் செல்ராஜ் மேம், அவங்க பையன் மேம் ஜெயகோபின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, அப்புறம் ஹரிகரன் சொல்லிட்டு, மணி, இன்னும் ஒரு 8 பேர் இருந்தாங்க மேம். இவங்க எல்லாரும் அடிக்க தூத்தவங்க ஆர்வி சேகர் ஒன்றியம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க மேம். அப்புறம் ஆட்டுக்கார் சங்கர், சிவலிங்கமுட்டி ஏழுமலை, பிச்சாண்டி, ரகு, இவங்க எல்லாம் தான் மேம் இருந்தாங்க. இவங்க எல்லாமே அந்த ஊரில் அவங்க எல்லாமே ஒரு கம்யூனிட்டி மேம். நாங்கள் இருக்கிறது நாயுடு ஒரு 2 குடும்பம் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு. நாங்கள் இருக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு என் கடை அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணி என்னை அந்த அளவுக்கு சித்திரவதை பண்ணாங்க மேம். நான்
நீங்கள் காசை நாங்கள் திருப்பி தரோம், நீங்கள் இந்த கடையை காலி பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லியும் நீங்கள் கேட்கல அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஃபெப்ரவரிலேயே நீங்கள் காலி பண்ணுறேன்னு அக்ரிமெண்ட் போட்டும் நீங்க காலி பண்ணலன்னு உங்க மேல குற்றச்சாட்டு சொல்றாங்க. அதுக்கு நீங்க என்ன பதில்?
மேம், அந்த பிப்ரவரியில் காலி பண்ணுறேன்னு சொல்லி கையெழுத்து வாங்கினது எங்கள் அப்பாவையும் எங்கள் மாமனாரையும் குண்டு கட்டத்துக்கு காரில் கரைச்சி 50 பேருக்கு மேலே ஒரு போலூர்னு சொல்லிட்டு, போலூருக்கு இந்த பக்கம் சந்தமேட்டு இருக்குமா, அங்கே போயிட்டு ஒரு மண்டபத்தை வச்சு கையெழுத்து வாங்கினாங்க மேம். கையெழுத்து வாங்கி அவங்கள விட்டாங்க மேம். அடிக்க வந்தாங்க, எல்லாருமே அடித்தாங்க. எங்கள் மாமனாரெல்லாம் அடித்து கையெழுத்து வாங்கினாங்க மேம். அவங்களுக்கு வேறு வழி இல்லை. எங்கள் மாமனாருக்கு 58 வயசுக்கு மேலே ஆகுது, எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கு 57 வயசுக்கு மேலே ஆகுது மேம். அவங்கள அடித்து கையெழுத்து வாங்கினாங்க மேம். கையெழுத்து வாங்கிட்டு வந்துட்டாங்க மேம். இங்கே இருந்தாங்க மேம். சரி, இவங்க பண்ணுறது எங்களுக்கு நியாயம் கிடைக்கல மேம். நான் கோர்ட்டில் கேஸ் போட்டேன் மேம். கோர்ட்டில் கேஸ் போட்டு சரி கோர்ட்டில் கேஸ் நடக்குதுன்னு மேம். இப்போ அப்படி அநியாயம் பண்ணுறாங்க மேம். என்னை எவ்வளோ தெரியுமா மேம் அசிங்கப்படுத்தினாங்க. என்னை மாணவன் துணியெல்லாம் இட்டு மார்லெல்லாம் இட்டு வச்சு எல்லாம் பண்ணாங்க. இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க மேம், ஒன்றுமே இல்லைன்றாங்க மேம்.
All right, I'm told Varshini is live with us from Chennai. Varshini, you spoke to the wife of the soldier. Seems pained at the way she has been treated, but the police seems to be really disowning the story and in fact contradicting it. What are the facts really? The woman seems to be really harassed and the people used violence against her.
Well, Abhishek, absolutely, yes. There is a contradictory statement from both the SP and the her Jawan's wife. As we spoke to her, she speaks to us. She, in fact, off the record, even showed her bruises to us over her chest and over her hands everywhere, and it definitely looked real bad. And she also mentioned, in detail about how they hit her. Even while speaking to us on record, she spoke about how they hit her in the stomach, how they stamped on her chest, on her hands, everywhere, and she was literally assaulted and harassed in front of everybody. And the main allegation that this woman is placing is, Abhishek, right now that we have to look upon is about the community, the caste issue that is still prevailing here. She says that only a couple of families belong to one particular caste and they also are a part of that, and the remaining village has an entire majority of a different caste, and that is why this issue over dispute over this shop and this property was going on for a while right now, and that is exactly why this has blown into this huge of an issue right now, is what we are able to understand from the ground here, Abhishek.
All right, thank you so much, Varshini. And in fact, we also spoke to former Union Minister and BJP leader KJ Alphonse, who hit out at the DMK government over this story. He said that the incident is so shocking. He also questioned the inaction of the government on the matter. He said that it's a direct appeal from soldiers and the government cannot be seen to be ignoring it. Let's listen in.
Sounds very shocking. This Havildar Prabhakaran, who is serving in Kashmir, So his video was uploaded by the Lieutenant Colonel, the commanding officer, wherein Havildar Prabhakaran is making an allegation that his wife was beaten up badly, stripped in Tiruvannamalai, where she runs a shop, and the shop was also looted. So I think the police need to make an immediate inquiry, get into the bottom of this and book the culprits. Because for an army jawan who is working on the borders, I think he must have the confidence that his family is safe, that his family and his children and his possessions are safe. And if this is true, as the allegation points out, then it's extremely shocking. I mean, Tamil Nadu government must make sure that the families of Jawans are protected properly, and of course of all citizens anyway, and especially of Jawans, so that they can serve the country on the borders with a peace of mind.
Alfonso, till now there has been no response or action from the side of DMK government. Also, police have refuted the entire allegations of this army jawan and said that this incident was exaggerated by the army jawan. What's your take on it?
No, whether it is exaggerated or not, I think any act of molestation of a woman, any attempt to disrupt her life, I think that's criminal, because a jawan who is serving on the borders, he is serving on behalf of the nation. So even if it's as he alleges, as the Tamil Nadu police is alleging that it's an exaggerated story, if there is any truth in it, still it is very shocking. So I think Tamil Nadu government needs to inquire, get into action immediately, and then take appropriate action.
So one last question. So now after this entire incident has come out, Annamalai has spoken to the jawan and have clearly said that justice will be given. We will seek for the justice. And on the other side, you think that DMK government not responding till now is injustice to the jawan who is protecting our country on the borders, and on the other side, the safety and dignity of his family members are not being looked by the government?
See, I'm very clear on these positions because I was also in the Parliament Consultative Committee on Defence. I think the Jawans have gone and they are on the borders protecting the country, and they have all this time the worry, fundamental worry, how their families are. And we as a nation, we owe to them that we protect them. So this kind of an incident should never happen. If there is any such complaint, the government should get into action immediately. I do not understand why the Tamil Nadu government has not acted so far on this and booked whoever are the culprits. And therefore, I think this whole thing about police saying it's an exaggerated story doesn't make any sense at all. If there is any truth in the allegation, I think police needs to get into action immediately, and the DMK government needs to ensure that immediate action is taken so that our Jawans who are serving on the frontier, they feel safe, that their families are safe.
All right, BJP questioning the DMK government. A police reaction coming in, but radio silence so far as government of Tamil Nadu is concerned, after a soldier went public with the way his wife has been treated even as he is on duty in Kashmir. That note, a short break. Live and breaking continues on the other side. Sachin Pilot continues unrelenting attack, questions Ashok Gehlot on corruption in mega Dausa rally.
Republic TV has been #1 for the last 6 years. We've reported some of the biggest stories that matter. We have changed the face of Indian television journalism, and now we are about to do the same on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on television, now soon on digital this July. For 6 years, you've trusted Republic TV with breaking news, views and debates. For the very first time, we're bringing #1 news brand on digital. Stay tuned for Republic Digital this July. Republic TV, #1 on television, soon on digital this July.
Republic TV, #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We have broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. Republic has disrupted the broadcast news industry, and now Republic comes on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We've broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India. And now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic #1 on TV, now coming to digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic TV #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the last 6 years, and in these 6 years you've loved us, you've supported us, you've stood by us, and we at Republic have broken the biggest news stories. We've set the nation's news agenda, and now we are ready for the big disruption on digital. Yes, so that you don't miss a moment of what's going on in the country and around the world. Republic on digital this July. Republic is #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic TV has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We broke the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. We disrupted broadcast news television in India, and now we are all set to go digital. Republic on digital this July.
For the last 6 years, Republic TV has been the #1 channel on TV. On television, day after day, night after night, you, the viewer, have been coming back to us for our investigative reports.
Hello and welcome viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I'm Priyanka Sharma. We are live and breaking, and of course one of the biggest stories that we have been tracking is the heroic Idun crew that has returned back to the country. And of course we are looking at those visuals as well of all of the crew members reuniting with their family members as well, and